Right, hi everyone, welcome back to another video. We are again today in Microsoft Flight Simulator, where we will be continuing on with our bush trip that we started last time. So we're back to the Balkans. Today we are on leg 2, which is Otocac to Zracna. I am pretty sure that's not how you pronounce that. This is a 57.83 nautical mile journey. This journey last time took, it says it should have been an estimated time of 21 minutes. It actually took us about 31 minutes, although we did overshoot the runway, which may have had something to do with that. So I'm hoping today we can be a bit more precise and hit the landing first time and actually get there in 27 minutes. Not really much else to say about that. Let's jump into it. Oh, actually, before we do start, I just do want to say, if you enjoy these videos, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and, of course, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and hit the little bell, because the little bell will then notify you next time I upload a video, when we get to do like 3, 4, 5, 16, 200, whatever the case may be. Just remember to do it. Anyway, without further ado... No, that's not my thing, is it? That's someone else's thing. Right, let's crack on with this journey. Okay, so here we are on the runway. This is a nice grass runway. Let's get rid of that map. How many prompts have we got here? So we've got... not too many. So once in the air above Otocac, continue southeast along State Road D50. You'll pass back over the Gaka River before reaching a fork in the road. Follow the southern branch as the road paths into the hills and past an expansive mining operation. Ooh, that should be quite interesting. You will soon cross paths with the A1 motorway again. Follow the highway to an interchange a short distance south near the village of Konjisko Brodo. That's not how you pronounce that, is it? Then Jadova River Bridge. As you follow the road south, it will begin to curve and bend towards the east. Let it take you past the forest to a bridge over the Jadova River, then further southeast. Odmost. After a short while, follow the road, you'll find yourself passing over a rest stop at this place. Carry on heading southeast. Start gaining altitude as you continue along the road. You will come to a pass to highways interchanges before the road disappears into this Viti rock tunnel. Surrounded by dense forestry atop the Vilibit Mountains, adjust and turn southwest before heading up and over the mountainside. So when we get to 158 degrees, we must remember to altitude up. Novsko Zdrilo. Once you've crested the Vilibit Peak, find the road again as it leads towards a bridge over the street. And number 7, Zadar Airport LDZD. From the bridge, the road will lead southwest along the shore of the Novizgradsko More. Continue farther inland, you'll break away from the road towards an airport in the distance, Zracna Luka Zadar, also known as your next stopping point. So, we are going to take off and we're going to head to 140 degrees. Let's just let's get rid of that. Let's quickly check a trim. It's up a tiny bit. Check there's no flaps in. Everything's programmed in. I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, let's just turn that on and that on. Let's go. Oh, handbrake. It's like, where's the runway? It's a field, of course. Right, so we're going to get some airspeed. Excellent. And we are going to go. Rotate up at 55-ish. Here we go. Rotating up. And we are up. We're going to climb to about 2,000 feet, I reckon. Let's trim up a bit. Seems good to me. We need to turn a bit to 140. Yeah, nice. And about there will do. And let's keep climbing. Actually, we're just going to go straight up to like 3,000. Well, that is a bit on the steep climb there. There we go. Big fields out there. More fields out there. Gone off course a little bit. Let's just correct that. Keep climbing. There we go. So we're now at 2,500 feet. Need to get rid of those alerts, so I keep forgetting to do that. So we're at 2,700 feet. $28. 29. 3,000. So let's just throttle off. That seems like a fairly nice attitude, actually. We're away from our target. Let it fly over that way a touch. Trim the nose down a little bit. There we go. Villages below. Ooh. Blimey. Still got to learn how to get this trim sorted out. Let's have a quick look at the nav thing. So once in the air, southeast along State Road D50, which is to our right, I believe. Can't see it from here. We're going to pass back over the river before reaching a fork in the road. Follow the southern branch as the road passes into the hills past an expansive mining operation. Well, let's just try and keep her steady. Is that a fork in the road there? Looks like we are heading southwards. Is this the mining operation here? It is. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Lovely jubbly. So what's next? You'll soon cross past with the A1 motorway again. Follow the highway to an interchange a short distance south in the village of Conscobrodo. I'm going to go back to 157. We're still climbing, unfortunately. I need to keep an eye on my trim. This is where the autopilot would come in handy. Yeah. Not going to fiddle with the autopilot yet. Get used to flying using the trim and you know, our eyes. We're down a little bit more. The thing with the trim wheels, you have to trim it and then kind of wait and see where it goes. Wait for it to catch up with you. That's a slight descent. That's pretty nice. Quite like that. Oh, what we got outside? That's trees and roads. Trees and roads. Every time I look out the window like that, it seems to pitch the plane up for some reason. So 171's our next heading. We're going off track a bit there. Should be a village somewhere. There's our RPM. I'm going to bring the RPMs down a little. Down to 22. Looks like a village coming up, maybe. Sorry about that. We're way off track because I was too busy fiddling. Back onto 157. Maintaining a fairly good attitude as well here. We're cruising at about 99 knots. Theoretically we could go faster than that, but yeah, I'm quite happy with that. We pushed 2300. And returning now, 171. So this is this one. Follow the road south. It will begin to curve and bend towards the east. Will it take you past the forest to a bridge over the Jadova River, then further southeast? Right, let's follow that road. Bring the throttle down a tiny bit. We're going over those mountains. We are definitely going to need a bit more height, aren't we? So what's the next heading? 121. For short while on the road, you find yourself passing over the rest stop at Odnorist Zur, current heading southeast. Villages down there. I wonder if we are going to go up over those mountains. I don't think we are. Well, maybe we will, because we're going to end up on 237, which should take us over those, shouldn't it? We're going to make a left along the side of this road, as you can see there, down below where it curves off to the left. I think we're heading off that way. Yeah, that looks like a 121 heading. If you look at the compass, that's almost exactly off to the southeast. The heading will probably change in line with this road. Like a bit of industry down there. I'm very much looking forward to when this game is released in virtual reality. I think that will be The real game-changing part of it. I hope. Not sure how well the graphics will feed through in VR. We will be turning slightly to one. Well, we'll be turning a lot to 121, won't we, in a second? We follow that road round. Keeping to readjust the flaps. It's a constant struggle. It's all good. So yeah, we're going to turn and follow the road, and then we're going to. So as we come along the road, it says we need to gain altitude. I would have thought we'd be turning about now. I'm gonna head that way. I'm just going to follow the road a little bit. Going to maybe preempt the turn a little bit. Hopefully I'm following the right road. There we go, look at that. We've turned to the 121. So how long are we going to be following this one for? I didn't think it was that long. 8.4 nautical miles, 4 minutes on this heading. And then we turn a bit more south and southeast after that. Should have set my timer. My bad. Looking quite pretty out there though. Time of day is it? There's my clock. It's almost early morning, 05:16. I'm not too worried about staying on 121. Concerned as to why my trim doesn't seem to want to stay where it is. So we're going to turn back along the road in a minute. Apparently. I guess we'll go up to like 5 or 6. Is the road then curved down the bottom then to the right? I'm wondering. Oh, God. Excellent, we've lost internet connection. Hopefully that will come back. Otherwise I don't know what we're doing. I'd hope it's loaded in enough of this route to get it by. These are the struggles with Microsoft Flight Sim, ladies and gents. There we go, we're back on. Sometimes you do disconnect for no apparent reason, even when you've got really ridiculously fast internet. Anyways. We're good, we're still going, we're still flying. I turned the throttle down a little bit. Put us back down to cruising RPMs. We've lost a lot of trim. So my guess is here that the road... Where are we? No idea where we are on this journey right now. Yeah, it curves back round to the right. We'll just keep heading towards it, I guess. And see where we intercept. So I'm guessing the little purple bar in the middle that's off center means that we're off of the ideal flight path. So our ideal flight path is actually somewhat to our right, even though we're on the correct heading. So look, if we went over this way, lined up that purple line, and then turned back to 121, we'd have a straight line there. That's my guess. Using a fair amount of airspeed here. The level. In theory, we keep heading this way. Those two lines, the middle bit will line back up with the flight, with the heading, and then we can turn back on heading. Which I guess for this flying isn't so essential, but I guess it's a good habit to have to stay on the flight path. This is where we need to start getting some altitude, I believe. If we do this, let ourselves get back on that, and let's throttle up. Climb up to 5,000 or 6,000 feet. Once we get over these mountains. Once you've crested the Villebit Peak, find the road again as it leads towards a bridge over the strait. 5,000 will be fine? I think 5,000 will be fine. Let's trim up. Will 5,000 be enough? Like, am I pulling back when I look out the window by mistake? I seem to get a lot of input. I think. Let's just keep going to 5. See how we get on. Head back on to our setting of heading of 158. Is that now we're back on, pretty much back on the flight path. So you to keep getting that altitude. Go to 5,500 just to be safe. Because we're going to be heading straight over those mountains. I think, what was it, 258, 248, something like that? 237. Right over the top. So I'm trying to use the trim to pitch the climb, but yeah. quite going as I'd hoped. Now we're not climbing at all. Keep heading up. We are over them. We'll keep going. 55. So I guess as you get higher, the airspeed gets lower because the air density is less. Therefore, you climb slower, your engine's less effective. So we're having to run full throttle. We're only getting 2,000 RPMs and we're only climbing at like 55 knots. Let's bring the nose down. I think we're good here. I think we're okay. Let's throttle down. See what the RPM does at this height. No, 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 no. Oh, that was a big old stutter. I thought the game had crashed. That was a very big stutter. Hopefully these things, these little issues that the game has can be ironed out over time. Look at all the roads now up. Look at that mountain range. That's beautiful. Range trimmed down a touch. Look at this. Beautiful scenery. Very, very nice. And we're losing altitude again. Pitch up again. So we should be we're in the last like 8 minutes of this journey. Heading We're going to turn very slightly east. Oh, hang on. Why are we heading 158 again? Should be on a 237 then to a 217. Unless I'm reading that wrong. But that says to me the 158, we finished the 158 turn. We're over the peak. We should be on a 237 heading. And then the last bit should be a 217 heading. Here we are, we're going up over the top. I guess once we get over there, we'll be fine. Gotta get over the top. Ooh, look at that up in the distance. Lakes or something over there? It's going to be interesting coming into land for this one, because we're at a considerably higher height. I suppose once we get over the top here, I can always just slowly bring it down, ready for landing. We should be back on a 237 now. That's a very pretty skyline there. A horizon, should I say. Vista, maybe. It's a pretty nice looking scenery. bit choppier up here. We're miles off the flight path as well, which I guess we should have stayed inside the road. We'll head back towards the correct flight path, so we just overshoot our heading a little bit. There we go. We'll roll off there. And we'll head back towards the correct flight path, and then we'll head back to our heading. Snowy mountain tops. Very nice. Looks like we're... just turn a little bit left to intercept that flight path. Yeah, we'll stick on this 254 for a minute. It's moving in. Let's be getting close to it. Choppy up here. Now I'm going to turn very slowly back onto 237. And now we're over that, and I'm going to throttle down. Just let her come down to a couple of thousand feet. Because now we should be heading towards this. So if I'm reading that right, from the bridge the road will lead southwest along the shore of Luka Moor, continuing further inland you break away from the road towards an airport in the distance. We're going to go over that lake, I guess. Down to 3,000. Final heading will be 217. There we go. So now we need to keep an eye out for that airport. We're heading further inland to break away from the road. Let's see the next stopping point. I'm just going to try and stay on heading then. And keep descending down to maybe 2,000 feet. Just see what we can see. And it will appear on our radar. So we're just going to keep dropping down. Taking a bit more power out. We were descending way too fast then. Wasn't paying enough attention. Okay, so let's just try and hold here. For a minute, head back onto the correct heading. And that looks like it could be out in the distance there. It's like a really long strip. That's on the wrong heading. Well, actually, no. If we get onto the right heading, the right flight path, and then onto the right heading, we should be actually facing it. I think that must be it. Come on, stutters. I haven't seen anything else that looks like it. That's got to be it. I'm going to line up with that anyway. I think that must be it. It's the other way round from the picture. We're looking at it upside down compared to that picture, basically. So I guess we need to keep get slowing down a touch. Let's see how this goes. Throttle down. Used to be a fairly long runway. I keep it on my nose, just above the cockpit. Descending fairly nicely. Still going a bit too fast. Let's drop all that throttle out. There we go. A bit more throttle here. Back up to 1800. Worried we might be a bit high now. I'll put some flaps in. Come down. Another degree of flaps. Go to idle. Definitely still too high. Yeah, definitely too high here. This isn't going to be the world's greatest landing ever.
500.
Thank you. We are going to come in a bit high and a bit hot. Yeah, we should have been much, much lower already. But, you know, overshot the start of the runway, that's for sure. We'll let it fall out of the air. It's a bit heavy on the old landing there, but well, a bit heavy and a bit long. We came in a bit too high. We made it! We stopped, we parked it, we finished it. Hey, 39 minutes. That was, what was that supposed to be? 21 minutes? Something like that? Hey, that's good. We made it, we enjoyed it. Second bush trip done. Lovely jubbly. And now I'm on 3 hours 20 of total flight time. Aren't I a lucky person? 17 takeoffs and 10 landings. I'll show you how many times I've screwed up there, doesn't it? Right, well, that's great. That's that done. That's leg number 2 done. A bit more experience. The next video looks like we're going to be going to Castella, which will be a total of 10.9 nautical miles. Estimated flight time of 5 minutes. So that's quite a short one. But we will do that next time. Not today. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, remember to hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. And if you want to be notified the next time I upload a video, then hit the little bell icon. But now all that's left to say is stay safe, take care of yourselves, have a great rest of your weekend. If you're watching it on the weekend, of course. If not, have a great rest of your week. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.